Shalom Akims. Alright, back out here, another one. It's been probably a much more shy. Not so much a beautiful day, but hey man, enough to get the work done. First and foremost, before I get into anything, first and foremost, before I get into anything, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory. You know, to the Father and the Son, okay? Yahawashi, alright? Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. To rule on the time of the truth and sincere salutation. Okay, onto the brethren pushing this word through truth and sincerity, receive their life and freedom to do so. Okay, I'm the brother by the one back here with another one, through Spirit Prophet of Sham. And today, man, we're be diving into the topic of World War III, man. Okay, you know, we're into that topic, man. We were basically brushing on it a little bit yesterday, but you know, it's on the break, man. Okay, especially with the video that I did last night, going into bricks. Okay, pushing that gold standard. Okay, basically, not even pushing it, but you know, bringing it to a reality. Okay, because you know it's been in the works for years. Okay, you know, when you go back into Russia and China, man, they were actually China was more trying to push, you know, for the digital currency, but Russia was trying to push for gold standard. Okay, basically meaning currencies would have to use gold. Okay, all right, they would have to use gold. All right, and the whole idea of that was to push away from the American dollar, aka the Federal Reserve. All right, if you guys don't know what that is, all right, the Federal Reserve notes. Okay, all the paper money, all those paper money that these countries use, even us. Okay, right? You know, it's not backed by anything, man. Okay, it's not backed by no gold, no silver, you know, nothing of substance, man. It's literally printed money. Okay, all right. So that goes into other problems, which we'll probably touch down upon the line. But you know, we're just gonna jump right into the lesson. All right. You know, and World War III is inevitable, man. All right, it's definitely inevitable. Okay, you know. With that being said, you had you know, Ukraine joining NATO. Okay, that's big because that puts you know, this so-called war that they talk about, that puts it on a higher level, man. Okay, why does that put it on a higher level? Because Ukraine's now going to get assistance from NATO. Okay, if you guys are unfamiliar too. America, okay, or Biden, if you will, okay, ordered 3,000 troops to go over to Ukraine. 3,000 troops, man, okay, to render assistance, okay? That was 2 days ago, all right? And then the next day, NATO joins, NATO was having a meeting with Ukraine, which officially pushed them into NATO, man, which a while back they were saying that they did, okay, but I think it's now official that they're in NATO, okay? Ukraine is officially in NATO now, okay? So, I mean, hey man, these are big things that's happening, man. Okay, right? And you know, obviously you people aren't paying attention, but you know, this is big news, man. Okay, because this changes the future. You know, this changes the trajectory of what we thought World War III is going to be. Okay, which again, you know, we basically know how it's going to kind of pan out, but you know, the Lord knows it 100%. Okay, you know, we just got to sit back and watch. We know these prophecies are going to come true. We know the prophecies are going to come to pass, but you know, we kind of have to sit back and just let it flow out, man. All right, so we're gonna open this up, man. We're gonna probably get Isaiah, okay, chapter 13. All right, you know, again, we're just gonna sit back and let the Lord do His thing, because at the end of the day, man, we know how this is gonna come out, man. Okay, we know how, you know, America is going to go to war with the world. Okay, right, right, and with that also being said, you're gonna have NATO break up. Okay, NATO's going to break up, man. Okay, because they're gonna realize, okay, just like I said in the video last night, you know, their business is gonna be affected, man. Obviously, the Federal Reserve continues to go down, the value of it. Okay, that Chinese yen. I haven't done any research lately on it, but the last time I did, Chinese yen was booming, man, because you had nations start trading oil through that, man. Okay, that will quickly put you back up, man. Oil is one of the biggest businesses in the world. You can literally become a billionaire, a trillionaire through oil. Okay. Right? Even if you're like an advisor, man, you'll become a billionaire, trillionaire, man, because oil is probably one of the biggest productions on earth. Okay, besides like cars, you know, you have diamonds. Okay, right? So again, man, these are big things, man. This is not no pushover, man. Okay, right? So again, once these nations start to get more bankrupt, and you know, just like I told you guys last night in the video, you had France meet with China. Okay, and France came. I'm telling you, man. France came out of that interview with China a whole different mindset, man. They viewed that whole thing, they viewed it with a different mindset, all right? So now you can see that probably France is going to meet up with President, you you're gonna have Germany, right? You're gonna have Germany, Spain, right? They're gonna pitch those ideas, okay, to those countries, right? Okay, so we're gonna start off Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 1. The bringing of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Right? Verse 2, it says, lift up the banner upon the high mountain and exalt the voice of them that shake the hand, and that may go down into the gates of the nobles. Okay, so again, the gates of the nobles is representative of war, man, because before you invade a city, okay, a nation, right? You go to their borders, man. Okay, right? You send a post. Verse 3 says, I have commanded the sanctified ones, and I have also called the mighty ones for mine anger, and have also called the mighty ones for my anger, and even them that rejoice in my highness. Verse 4, the noise and the multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise, like kingdoms of the nations gathered together. Okay, so that's representative of these nations being on the move. Okay, so again, just like I just said about the Biden administration. Okay, you're also gonna have other nations sending troops to certain parts of the world, man. Okay, all right, you're gonna have certain troops being sent to certain parts of the world. Okay, right? Don't be surprised if you have China, Taiwan, like those type of countries to start pushing now into Ukraine. Okay, don't be surprised if you see them starting getting pushed into Ukraine, man. Because guess what? Everyone's gonna get involved in this war, man. You know why? It's because it's called allies. Okay, and that's what scriptures tell you. Okay, the certain nations are gonna come to the aid of another, man. Okay, out of hey man, we have a peace treaty with this nation. All right, you're messing up our business, so we gotta come over here and defend them. That's part of peace treaties with the nations. If they ever get into war, hey man, you gotta send how much troops? 50,000 troops minimum. You know, they're gonna come with stuff like that. You gotta send 50,000 troops over here. Okay, right? If we're trading oil with you, we want 50,000 of your troops on standby on go at all times. Okay, those are in the peace treaty. Those are in agreements. Okay, right? So that's how you gotta look at it as, man. All right. Hey man, once this thing starts to ramp up more, man. Okay, right? Especially in the Middle East. Okay, because that's what the U.S. is talking about. Okay, not too long ago, at the beginning of 2023, that's what we were talking about. Okay, they said, we're gonna send troops over to the Middle East. And what did Russia say? Russia said, if you do that, that's an act of war. And Russia, the U.S. didn't do it. Okay, all right. So again, man, this thing's gonna start to ramp up more and more, and you're going to see. Okay, you're going to see how World War III is going to start to pan out, which is World War III has already begun, man. Okay, because you know how it's begun is a lot of these people are picking sides. You know. Right, a lot of these countries are picking sides, man. Okay, and I told you about BRICS, man. I believe it was like 49 or 20 nations wanted to join BRICS. All right, just like a little week after they announced it. Okay, big countries, man. Yeah, Brazil, Russia, China, South Africa, India. You know, those are big nations, man. Okay, big nations, and they're not in just one part of the world, man. They're in every single continent. Some of the biggest countries. India is a big ass country within Asia. You have South Africa, okay? You have Brazil. Brazil is probably the biggest what is it called? The biggest part in South America, okay? If you really want to get realistic, okay? You know, after they cut off, you know, when you look into the geography of it, they'd be cutting off certain parts and pushing South America back. South America's bigger than you think. South America's bigger than North America, okay? Way bigger than North America, okay? All right? So again, man, this is the thing you have to put into mind, man. Okay? And if you think it's gonna brush past your lifetime, you know, you're gonna hell freaking no, man. This is right here, right now. Okay, this is right here, right now. A lot of these plans have been put into fruition from years ago, decades ago. Okay? All right. Oh, okay. What if we go to war with America? You know, like Russia's been planning this type of thing, man. Okay? That's what I've been telling you. They've been talking about that gold standard from so long ago. This has been long ago. They've been talking about a gold standard. Okay? They're over here talking about. We want to get rid of the Federal Reserve. Okay, not even just them, Africa, and then we're doing big plans, man. Okay, you don't think South America is gonna jump on board after America bankrupted them from the start? You know what I mean? So this is what you gotta think about, man. You know, and these countries are ready to fight, man, because they're done with America. Okay, you have them running military drills, you know, testing nuclear missiles, man. Those are acts of war, man. Like those they're saying, hey, man, you want to come over here? You want some smoke? This is what we got for you. We got troops waiting for you. Okay, we got gunships, we got jets. Okay, we got technology. Okay, we got best of all, man, we got nuclear missiles, man. So if you really want to play that game, we'll bomb your ass too. That's what they're basically telling you, man. Okay, on a subconscious level, they don't need to go in the media every single time. Oh yeah, we're gonna blow up America. They don't need to say that, man. Okay, all they gotta do is drop that bomb and intimidate. That's an act of intimidation. Okay, an act of war. All right. It says the Lord of hosts musters the battle. In verse 5, it says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and his weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Okay. So coming from a far country is what? Those ICBMs. They're gonna come from one end of the earth to the other. Okay. Right? It says verse 6, how ye for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as destruction from the Almighty. Okay? So the Lord is going to bring destruction upon the earth, man. Okay? It's not going to come from some random being, from humans. No, the Lord. Okay? Because the Lord's playing both sides. Okay? The Lord's playing both sides. Esau thinks he's smart, man, because he be listening to Satan and shit. Satan works for the Most High, man. Okay? Satan works for the Most High, man. Satan was set up by the Most High for balance. Okay? You see how the Lord has his righteous, his angels, particularly his men, he has Yahawashi, the same way on the left-hand side. Okay? The Lord created Satan, okay, and demons. Okay? Demons and Satan are nothing but left-hand angels, man. They work for the Lord. The Lord said, go over here, put that person to death. Go over here, torment that person. You know? Those types of things, man. Okay? Alright? So that's how the Lord works, man. The Lord is a perfect balance, man. The Lord's not just gonna have evil on evil. Okay? No. And the same thing with good. The Lord's not just gonna have good on good. The Lord has a perfect balance. You know, there's a perfect balance. Okay? Right? So it says, verse 7 says, therefore all hands shall be faint, every man's heart shall melt. Verse 8, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take a hold of them, right? You know? And you see these people, man, you know, all they be talking about is, oh, you know, we want the old days of America. We want America to be great again. When was America great? 1950s, 60s? Okay? Right? And then the 70s and 80s crack, and feminism, of all those things. Those things become more and more to fruition. Okay? You're trying to move my family. Okay? What did you also have? You had America start to pile on debt. Start to pile on debt, man. Okay? So it's a lose-lose situation for that nation, man. It says, as a woman that travaileth, and they shall be amazed at one another, their faces shall be as flames. Okay? Alright? So you can imagine, man, a lot of people are going to be put to death, man. Okay? And a lot of you people, you're going to get drafted over there into war. Okay? I'll be honest with you. A lot of you are going to get drafted over there into war. Okay? You're going to be drafted in that damn war. Okay? And a lot of you, and that's judgment too. Okay? That's judgment too, because a lot of you are wicked, man. Okay? Right? Like a lot of these jailbirds and stuff, man. Like, you know, a lot of people that got sentenced, man, they're going to be sent over there in war. Okay? You're going to be sent over there when it comes down to it, man. Okay? Because from years ago, man, they've been signing draft bills, you know? And I wouldn't be surprised if they say, like, in the next year or two, they'll be like, oh, mandatory military service, like, if they start doing stuff like that, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? Because America, hey, man, it's not looking too good out here, man. Okay? It's not going to look too good out here for America. All right?